gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Good day, ladies and ghouls. I am Count Tumini, and I bid you welcome to This is River Dell.
Yes, and a happy Halloween to all of you viewers out there. We've got a spooky and scary show for you today, with chills and scares right about.
Yes. Well, to fully appreciate this unique holiday, one must know its ancient origins. To inform you of these, we present to you a haunted history of River Dell.
It seems like everyone here at River Dell High School is excited for Halloween. But where did this holiday come from? We at RDTV did some research about the origins of this interesting holiday. Halloween started out as a Celtic holiday, Samhain. The Celtics believed that on this day, the spirits were roaming the earth causing trouble, so the locals would wear masks hoping to fool the spirits into thinking that they were one of them. From this came the concept of dressing up in costume. During the celebration, the Celtics would build sacred bonfires that they used to sacrifice crops and animals to their deities. In the 7th and 8th century, Christianity took root in Celtic lands. In the 7th century, Pope Boniface IV designated November 1st as All Saints' Day. It is believed that this Christian holiday was meant to supplant the pagan tradition celebrated at this time. The night before All Saints' Day was called All Hallows' Eve, which eventually evolved into its modern term, Halloween. On this day, children would often run around wearing costumes of saints, demons, or angels, which was meant to supplant the earlier traditions of wearing spirit costumes. In the 1840s and 50s, millions of Irish immigrants came to America hoping to escape the potato famine that was ravaging their country. They brought with them many of their traditions, one of which was the celebration of Halloween. Americans everywhere began dressing up in costume and going door to door asking for money and candy. Over time, Halloween lost its religious overtones and by the 1920s was considered to be a completely secular holiday. Vandalism also became widespread around the country, despite the best efforts of community leaders and local police officers. This was also where the term trick-or-treat became popular. People would hand out candy to the neighborhood children, hoping to prevent vandalism from occurring. Today, Halloween is America's second biggest commercial holiday, with an average of $6.9 billion a year spent on the holiday. Happy hunting this Halloween, and I hope everyone gets good candy. This is Adam Herman for RDTV, signing off.
Yes, creepy and interesting. Who knew?
I'll tell you what I do know. Riverdale likes it when it comes to Halloween. Here's RG's Halloween favorites.
Halloween, is a great holiday. I love going trick-or-treating. It's awesome. It's one of the greatest holidays ever.
I like Halloween because everyone gets to dress up and be something that they're not on the usual day.
What I like about Halloween is all the crazy decorations, all the candy, and such a fun holiday.
There's a lot of candy, and as a little kid, you really get a kick out of that kind of stuff.
There's a lot of candy and stuff.
The girls dress up, man.
Governor Corzine costume.
Someone dressed up as like a Minotaur or something, like in role models.
I've seen a person be Batman once, but it really looked like Batman. I was like, there's Batman.
Probably the Hulk. I saw a really good one.
When Kristen DiSavino and a couple of her friends dressed up as Fanta girls.
Definitely Butterfingers. Butterfingers, Milky Way, Snickers. Those are just the best. That's what I go hunting for on Halloween.
My favorite candy is Skittles.
Snickers or maybe a Crunch Bar.
I have to go with Reese's.
Three Musketeers.
Probably have to go with Milky Way.
I'd probably have to go with Wizard of Oz. The Scarecrow and the Lion. That's some scary stuff.
I guess I'll go with Halloween.
When a Stranger Calls. It's a pretty scary movie. It's got some suspense.
Scary movie.
Scary movie too.
So, Steve, what are your favorite things about Halloween?
Well, you know, John, I really like the fact that everybody dresses up in costumes and has a, you know, a good time. It's a very good atmosphere. You know, probably the best costume I've ever seen is maybe you right now, Count Tamini. Well, my favorite candy's got to be Snickers. You know, love that. And then the scariest movie I've ever seen is probably Halloween.
Well, my favorite thing about Halloween is that I get to wear my regular outfit in public and nobody will criticize me for it. The best costume I've ever seen is myself, obviously. My favorite candy is Sweet Mike and Ike's because it reminds me of blood. My favorite scary movie must be Glitter with Mariah Carey. Very scary. And that's not the only interview that I know of. Here is an interview with an RDTV police officer on Halloween mischief and Halloween and mischief night safety with our field correspondent, John Tamino.
Mr. Egg, what is your policy on mischief night?
We pretty much follow the same policy every year. We allow kids to go out. We allow them to use shaving cream. No eggs. Toilet paper is fine. Pretty much anything other than shaving cream and toilet paper, we will confiscate. If we see kids walking down the street with a backpack, we're going to stop them, search their backpack, and if there's anything they want back, if we confiscate it and they want it back, their parents are more than welcome to come down to police headquarters later in the evening and pick it up. If we get eggs from them or anything else, a sock, sometimes people put some rocks in a sock, try to do some damage, but anything other than shaving cream and toilet paper, we will confiscate.
How does the 9 p.m. curfew impact the night?
It's a good thing. It kind of lets everyone come out, have a good time, run around with their friends in the street, and then at 9 o'clock, everyone knows to go home. And if we see large groups out after 9 o'clock, we'll stop them. Lots of times we'll have them call their parents right in front of us just to make sure they're on their way home. We realize the streets aren't going to be totally clean at 9 o'clock, but just so long as people are making the effort to get home, that's the important thing.
What are your top 3 recommendations for small children going out, or kids in general going out on Halloween?
Most importantly is just be with someone. Don't go trick-or-treating alone. That's probably the most important rule. Try to have something visible on. Try not to dress all in black, so if a car is coming down the street, they wouldn't be able to see you. For very small children, obviously you want their parents near them. You know, lots of times the parents will kind of be a group, stay in a group in the street, and their little kids will run up and trick-or-treat and come back, and their parents will be there. That's probably some of the most important things.
What makes the buddy system so important for kids?
Well, it's just having someone there. God forbid something happens. You know, there's someone that can get help. If someone got hurt in any way, shape, or form, there's always someone else there that can go get help.
How does Halloween safety correlate to your choice of costume?
Well, you want to make sure whatever you're wearing you can see well. There's lots of times with these masks, it takes away some of your vision, your field of vision. And you want to make sure you can see what's going on around you. Because if you're walking in the street, you can't see side to side. You start walking across the street, maybe a car's coming that you don't see, and it could be a tragedy.
Considering Halloween falls on a Saturday this year, how will that affect not only your response to these situations, but also how the town will be functioning? For example, will an increase in traffic from Saturday cause a lot of concern for parents of children who are out wandering the streets?
Though typically on Friday and Saturday there'll be more kids out because it's not a school night. I mean, just that goes without saying. Every year, regardless of what night it falls on, most of the department comes in and we're out. I know I usually go out on my bicycle, on the department bike. We have guys out on foot. All the patrol cars are utilized. We have the auxiliaries come in. We have the crossing guards come in and stand at schools and some of the train station, various spots. They walk the downtown. So we pretty much do the same thing every year, but we do expect a larger crowd just because it falls on a weekend.
What's the importance of utilizing light as a trick-or-treater or staying in well-lit areas?
Well, our department has glow sticks that we give out every year, and that's important. Once it becomes dusk, it's important to snap that so it'll start to give some light off. And you just want to be seen. Like I said before, you want to try to not dress totally in black. Try to have, I know no one wants to put a reflective vest on, but have something that is bright on you so cars can see you. And with the light, those are two great things you could do.
Do you think that tainted candy and abductions are still prominent fears, especially in River Dell even?
I'm not going to say it can't happen, but in my experience, it's never happened here. But obviously, don't eat any candy that's been opened. If the packaging looks like it's been tampered with in any way, shape, or form, don't eat it. And if you really think someone tried to do something, of course, call the River Dell police, and we will investigate it.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Hey, I thought you were Tamino.
No! How could I have been Tamino? It was daylight then. I was obviously resting in my coffin.
So you're an actual vampire? Well, that's scary. Speaking of scary, we did a little experiment of fear in here, in this very room over the past few lunch periods, taking the time to scare River Dell. Check it out.
So we had Mr. Kyle Judison dressed up as a gorilla. He was put in the dark hallway and hid in the back, where he would scare unsuspecting people who came. Here is how the experiment went. Everybody check it out.
Well, that's some funny stuff, eh, Count?
Would it be funny if I scared you in a dark alley?
Yeah, I guess you got a good point there.
Well, ladies and ghouls, it seems like that's all the time we have for today. Hope you all have a happy and haunted Halloween. Thanks for watching. This is River Dell.